then they go batshit crazy.
Because they don't know how to handle acceptance and love. They've grown up knowing I got to hide, I got to fake. And then it's, that's a horrible way to come up. And I know because I came up like that too. And then all of a sudden they love you. You go nuts. That's what happened to me. I'm like, what? I got all these millions of people watching my show, and everywhere I go, they love me. I'm like, how in the fuck am I supposed to do this when I hate myself? And I just became funny because I hate myself because my whole family hates me. Now everybody loves me. What the fuck? I guess I better go shopping. So I had, first time I got paid, I went out and bought 16 dining room sets. Mm-hmm. Just going nuts.
Yeah. Just going, batshit crazy. One. I mean, that's what happens. Yeah. Especially when you're young. How old were you when that show?
30.
I saw you on.
I was 34.
So when was the Dangerfield special the major launch?
Well, it all happened at once. It was the Dangerfield thing, the George Slaughter special about funny women stand-ups. Yes. But the Tonight Show is the big one. On the Tonight Show, because I was the first woman in 8 years. And so the Tonight Show led to the Dangerfield thing, led to the George Slaughter thing, and they all happened within 2 months.
Wow.
It was like bing, bing, bing. And then when I was on the Tonight Show the first night, Julio Iglesias was on there, and he asked me to open for his 18-city tour. My first Tonight Show.
Wow.
Well, I was like, 18 weeks? That means my husband can quit his job and we can move to, move my kids out and get a house in Hollywood. And
so it happened extremely fast.
Yeah, and I wasn't prepared for none of it.
No one is.
No.
Nobody is. And people don't understand that either. And it doesn't even have to be show, but I try to explain to people, you know what it's like growing up and you go, oh my God, I love this musician. And this is my favorite actor in the world. And then in a snap of a finger, your favorite musician is like, hey, you want to hang out? What?
I know.
Hey, hey, you're allowed in this club. What?
Yeah. Me?
I'm still driving a Honda Insight. What's going on here? Or whatever. Like, people don't understand the power of vanity. Vanity's a monster.
But did you ever really trust it? I never trusted because I was like, I knew, because I did talk to other people that were more famous than me about it. It's like, I say, well, did you trust it when they bring you in? And most of them, real famous too, would say, no, I never trusted it. I never thought I belonged there. Always knew I was an imposter that didn't really belong there. Even like these really, really big time folk, Academy Award winners and shit, they still feel that. And that's how I felt. I always felt they was going to turn on me any minute. And of course they did.
Yeah, then they did.
And it was true.
Big time, yeah.
But I never felt I belonged. But then you'd see these people that are half-whacked and have not a lot of talent. They feel happier than the motherfuckers. They belong. They don't have no self-doubt. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
I love you.
Yes. And again, that's sort of, I think that's part of like anyone who doesn't work. They just show up at the construction site and like, you're the foreman. Of course I'm the foreman. They don't know, but they're being set up.
That's true.
They're being set up for the great fall. They don't know they're just being, the vultures are on them just so. How many more we got in the stockpile? Great, I'm done with this one. What happened to me?
It's fucking true.
I know. I've seen it a billion times. And the only thing I can thank God for is the way I grew up. I grew up extremely blue collar, one for all for one.
Yeah, that's the majority of it, ain't it?
Correct. Everyone looked after each other, and we didn't care. The Jew was there. Yeah. The Guinea was there. Yeah. Not the Indian. The fucking Indians were there. There was the fucking Colombians were over there, but we all, when shit was going down, we all looked after each other. We all looked after each other.
Well, we all went to the cookouts and were nice.
Correct.
Then you went back home. That fucking
Yeah, this
idiot.
fucking Jew fucking. Of course he didn't bring that because he's cheap. He's a fucking Jew. He doesn't do shit. And the fucking Indians, Jesus Christ, wash your feet once in a while, for Christ's sake. I was like, what? Do they know that smell is disgusting? That's fucking. And Latinos, they play. Are they ever unhappy with the fucking music? Jesus Christ. Fucking, what is it, 40 of them in there? Oh, it was. Yeah, my street was hilarious.
Mine was too. As real inner city, we had a lot of black people too, which always was fun. And my mom used to get mad at me because we would do each other's makeup, me and the black girls. She goes, "That makeup is way too dark for your face."
You were doing blackface. You didn't even know it.
See, now I grew up in extremely high racial tension. Like at the end of the street was all black, and we were all white, and I didn't really lose my views. And that's the way you're taught. Like any black guy, like, oh, hide your shit. He's gonna rape and kill you. Get it? Hide everybody. He's walking down the street. Jesus Christ, he wants trouble. He's got a gun. He's black. You see him on the news, don't you? Here's another black guy. Fucking monsters. So if you saw one, you're like, oh shit. And then not until, and then this is what's blows my mind, to go from that to now I'm in Harlem every day, and my whole life, my whole perspective of everything changed. And that was also something I learned when I went back to my town that I grew up in. Because you want my peacock feathers. Like, I don't know if you know, but I'm on television now. And I'm making a lot of money, but I am on television now. And I went into the local pub with my peacock feathers. And I'm like, can you turn on the channel that I'm on right now? You still doing sanitation? Of course you are. Right? And there was a guy from the high school that I always looked up to, and he was like, what's it like working for them? It was the beginning of my growth in life. I'm like, oh my God, so much is just taught. And I'd be like, no, you don't understand. That guy there, he's one of my best friends. And he looked at me, he goes, oh, you gotta say that, huh? And I realized at that moment, it wasn't a race thing, it was just a society thing.
Yeah.
Everyone's taught a certain thing.
Tribalism. It's natural.
Man. Well, they want us in
Freaks
our little pens. They want us to stay in our little pens. I call it human veal. They want us in our little pens so they can slaughter us when it's time, and we'll go against each other. They don't have to do nothing. It's just awful, but it's just like divide and conquer. It's the oldest thing in the world.
It's the oldest thing in the world. And then I got into, I go into, I remember we were touring years ago, we were on the bus, and we'd always watch Bob Marley. And there was a lot of pot involved too, but we'd watch Bob Marley, and he would say shit now that I think about. And I remember him saying things like, all governments are illegal.
Yeah.
Goes, learn the word government, what it means. Why so long people take care of each other, villages, we look after each other, one for all. Why you need government? For what? So they could send your child to go kill somebody?
That is exactly it.
And I was like, oh, they're going to kill. No wonder they fucking killed that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, you see